Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to our Human Curiosity Show. We have something very special planned for you to witness and wonder at today. The exhibition of freaks, monstrosities, and marvels of nature were essential for travelling fairs and circuses throughout Europe and America during the Victorian age. I must point out, however, we are not making fun of these people. We are simply exhibiting them and sharing their story. Please bear in mind that although it may appear cruel and unkind to exploit people who are different to ourselves, which it is, during the Victorian era, if they were to survive, exhibiting yourself was an incredible way to bring in an income. With some human curiosities bringing in £10 a day, which in today's money would be about £200. So a performer could easily make roughly £1,200 a week if they brought in a big enough audience. So let me begin. I am here to tell you the tale of a certain human curiosity that wowed the Victorian audience. Rumours had spread throughout England that a strange creature from the depths of darkest Borneo had arrived. This creature was travelling with a collection of other human curiosities and had never been seen before. According to record, she, for the star was a woman, had been hiding the entire journey. Only the showman and the head of the fair was allowed to see her. When the fair arrived in Portsmouth, the showman sent out messages, posters, flyers, and even planted people at other fairs and freak shows to spread the tale of Hairy Mary. Yes, Hairy Mary had arrived, and rumours spread like wildfire. A young girl with hair all over her body, from top to toe, covered in black as night fur. I've seen her. She's grotesque. Black fur, eyes as red as the fires of hell. When I saw her, she didn't speak. She only grunted and screamed at us. And so on and so on. The stories and rumours travelled throughout merry old England. People flocked to the show. A parade of human curiosities were there to meet them. Living skeletons, giants, dwarfs, two-headed women, four-legged men were all on display. However, the buzz and the excitement of Hairy Mary was building and building, and then it was time. The audience were crammed and packed into the showman's tent. "Ladies and gentlemen," the showman said, "I have travelled the world and seen its wonders. My sole aim in life is to share these with you. I have seen the exotic, the haunting, the harrowing. If God does create man in his own image, then we must take a moment to think about what God actually looks like." The audience gasped. There is a pause of reflection. The atmosphere is electric. The showman had done his job. They would believe anything he said at all. "Ladies and gentlemen, you are here to see one of the greatest mysteries of our world. From the darkest area of Borneo lives a small tribe of savages. They don't speak. They grunt and screech at each other. I have seen them, ladies and gentlemen, as clear as I'm looking at you now. And then I saw her. She appeared out of this crude hut made of sticks and twigs, and she wore no clothing. However, when I saw her, I thought she was wearing something. A prize pelt from an animal hunt, a trophy of animal fur. But when I looked closely, it wasn't. It was actually her. Hair covered her from head to foot. It was only that I approached it that I could see it for myself. Right from the top of her head to the smallest toe, thick black fur, black as night, and eyes that could look into your very soul. The audience waited with bated breath. Some more fragile members fainted, collapsed from the suspense and the stories that the showman was telling. Suddenly, the drum started. They began to get louder and faster and louder and faster and louder and faster, and then the gaslight dimmed and the curtain raises, revealing Hairy Mary, this small, impish girl clothed in a sheer white dress to emphasize the blackness of her fur. She walked up and down the stage, waving at the audience. There were screams, more people fainting, people running out of the tent as Mary waved and blew a kiss, screeched and grunted at the audience. With the dim lights, the tale of the showman, the suspense added by the beating drums, the hysteria of the audience couldn't believe it was immense that they were actually witnessing this hairy Mary, this hairy little girl right in front of them. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Victorian era was an age of curiosity and exploration. The showman knew this, and his act was a success. Hairy Mary pulled in audiences for many years until it was discovered that, in fact, Hairy Mary was a chimpanzee. Yes, she was a chimpanzee dressed as a little girl and highly trained. Many Victorians hadn't seen exotic animals before. A talented showman could exploit this. It only came about when menageries, circuses and travelling zoos became even more popular and people started to recognise chimpanzees. Thank you for listening. On our next adventure, we will be exploring the tale of the Fiji